everybody. Matt M. Roy back again. I am sitting out front of the Wal-Mart pharmacy near my house. Reason being, I do indeed have an ear infection. Yeah. I used to get them all the time as a kid. I just left Patient First, which is like a urgent and a primary care place near where I live. And she took a look at it because I was having a lot of pain last night. Pretty much all night I could feel it in my ear canal. And I was actually better the other day, but the day before it kind of felt that way. And I figured since it relapsed, probably better just to get it checked now. And sure enough, it's an outer ear infection. So basically that means the canal is infected before the eardrum. So they gave me some ear drops that are really expensive, but you know what? It's going to help me feel better, and luckily everything else is good. I had them do kind of a small physical there. Everything else, health-wise, I'm good, except for this little ear infection. And I asked her how she thought that I contracted. She said it's probably allergy-related, and sure enough, you guys know I've been having a lot of problems with allergies this year, so I need to get a better stand for this phone. They should have it done in just a couple of minutes. They told me that they're going to fill it as quickly as possible. It's just 2 prescriptions, some ear drops that'll hopefully clear out the infection, and then prescription for Allegra. Even though that's over the counter, it is indeed cheaper if I get it as a prescription. For the amount that I'm getting would normally be $40, and I'm only paying $13, so it's a good thing. Hopefully it'll clear this up pretty quickly. Oh, they're waving to me, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So got my prescription filled, and the claw machine is calling me today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get lucky, but we'll go ahead and see. This one's only a quarter to play. Let's see what we get here. I am going to try for that blue elephant right there. See if we can get him. That looks about right. Ooh, close. Grab the ear. Have to try that again. There, it's kind of empty, so it's going to be a little tricky to get this, but we'll see. You know what? Let's try that elephant one more time, because I think if I get it just right, and it doesn't actually grab that ear, I'll be in good shape. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that might be good, that might be good. All right, well, let's see. Might try to go for that red elephant right there. See how lucky I am. Some claws right there. Let's see. Ooh, it's gonna come close. Now, see, the problem is they're spaced too close together. Well, I said I was gonna let myself spend $1 on this, so let's do one more play here. And I think what I'm gonna do is go for this ball. See if we can get our grips on that, though. These are usually pretty tricky. Oh, maybe. Come on. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. Well, I'm back in the car. Sorry about not doing a video earlier, but as I stated, I'm kind of not feeling a little under the weather today. A couple of things I got, and I wanted to let you guys know, for those of you that have allergies like I do, you can get the generic Allegra much cheaper as a prescription if you have health insurance. Like, I have health insurance through Optima, and a 30-day supply of even the generics there is usually $20. Well, in this case, it only cost me $13. And then I got a little bit off on this, some medication called cordyceps. It's supposed to be ear drops to go ahead and clean out the infection in my ear. As I said before, what I have is actually an outer ear infection. In other words, it's a infection of the ear before the drum. You can have an outer, inner. Outer is actually better. It's easier to treat. It basically just means the ear canal is inflamed, probably from allergies. That's what the doctor was saying. So I need to do this 4 times a day for 5 to 7 days, and hopefully that'll clear up the infection. And I did actually do some shopping while I was in Walmart. I wanted to get a bag for my Canon camcorder, and I wasn't looking for anything huge because most of the time I'm just going to want to take that with me. If I do want to film outside, I may also take the mic, but I have other bags for that. So I found this little Sony bag here. It's of course made for a Sony camcorder, but it's the perfect size for that Canon. This was normally $20. It was on the clearance rack for $5. And as you can see, it opens up. You got plenty of storage inside. It's even got a little shoulder strap there, which I will attach later on. And I even have a little spot in here that I can go ahead and put in the charging cable and maybe a couple extra SD cards if I need it. So that was an awesome find. I'm actually glad I went to Walmart. I was contemplating whether or not to get my prescriptions filled here or Harris Teeter. Generally, it's like a 50-50 shot as to which is going to be cheaper. Walmart, and I've said this before, is not my favorite place by any means, but there are certain uses that they have, and one thing is their pharmacy. At least in my area, the Walmart people are very, very friendly here at the pharmacy. They're very knowledgeable. She even took the time when I first went up to get the consultation to find out about the pricing. She said, give me about 10 minutes. I'm going to do my best to research it out and find you the best price. And she sure did. I instead of paying close to $100 for this medication, it wound up only costing me $47. So I want to thank everybody at my local Walmart for helping out in that fashion, because it really helps us out. You know, somebody like me, I'm trying to save up because we're going to be going out of town. This is an expense I didn't really need, but of course I do need to take care of myself in the same token. So I want to thank them once again. They did a fabulous job here, and this is probably the one and only time you'll actually hear me singing praises for Walmart. Well, I'm going to take another sip of coffee because I didn't even get a full cup of coffee yet this morning. Now, there is something I know that you guys are waiting to hear. The last vlog I did yesterday, I showed you guys that HP Compact DC5700. And I had stated that I was getting that chassis fan not found error. I think it was a 514, something like that. And a lot of you guys, I really appreciate it, gave me some really good ideas, saying that maybe it was the fan going bad, or maybe it was the connector wasn't totally in. Well, guess what, guys? That was the problem. Took the side cover off, and the way that works is there are three different connectors. There's one for the rear fan, which is just a regular 4-pin. There's one for the front fan, which is also a 4-pin. That supplies the power. But then there's another connector there, a longer one that has about 15 or 16 pins. And apparently that connector is what actually controls the front and rear fan. And the problem was with that connector. When I had taken it apart, I must have hit the edge of the wire with my finger, and on the left side, it was just sticking up a tiny bit. I should have got a picture of it, but it was just way too dark to get a really good picture. But once again, I want to thank you guys. It wound up being the connector, so yay, that computer is working just fine. I wound up putting Windows 10 on it. It can handle that just fine. And yes, I know that's controversial on my channel. And like I said, it's not a big deal, because if somebody does want that computer and they want Windows 7, it only takes about 5-10 minutes to revert back, as long as you do it within the first month. So I'm gonna head home, guys. I don't know what else I'm gonna do today. I am gonna try to take it easy, so this may not be too long of a vlog, but we'll just see how I feel. I will talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so as you can see, I'm back in my room now. I'm going to finish the vlog here in just a minute, but I wanted to discuss this system here. This is that Dell Inspiron 530 desktop, the other one that I was having problems with. Well, a lot of you guys gave me some good information. I really appreciate it. It turns out it is a problem with the motherboard, so what I've decided to do is pretty much just use it on my personal setup here for now until I can maybe replace the motherboard, because the computer itself works fine as long as it doesn't lose power, because basically the CMOS checksum is bad in here, so whenever I unplug it, it loses all of its settings. But as long as the computer is plugged in, it seems to function okay. Yeah, as you can see there, it didn't give me any errors. So right now this is just running Windows 10, and I really don't have a need for a computer here, but I don't want it to go to waste. So you know what, maybe I'll just keep this for now as a backup system in case I have friends or family come down. You know, they can use it. I mean, it's a great little system, other than that one glitch with the motherboard. Let's see if I could open this up and give you guys the specs on it. It is a Core 2 Duo system. It's a Core 2 Duo E6550 running at 2.33 gigahertz. It actually has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, interestingly enough, if you go to Dell's website, Dell will tell you that this particular computer can only support 4 gigabytes of RAM. That is true. until you do the latest BIOS update. Once I did the latest BIOS update, it actually saw the full 8 gigabytes. Before that, I was only getting like 3.84 gigabytes. So unless you don't update the BIOS on this, it will only accept 4 gigabytes. But if you update it to the very latest one, which I think is like an A11 BIOS from 2012, it'll accept the full 8 gigabytes just fine. And yes, that is the full max you can put in here. Basically what I have in here is 4 2 gigabyte sticks of DDR2 PC 6400. Alright guys, so I'm going to end the vlog here for today. I did put the the eardrops in when I came home. I had Dad help me do that because you have to put 4 in 4 times a day. It's basically like a 4x4 medicine. And it's almost impossible to do it yourself because you can't really see what you're doing. I might be able to do it if I used a mirror or I use my cell phone, but I just had Dad help me out. So he put the 4 drops in. I have to cock my head down like this for about 10-15 minutes until the drops settle and kind of evaporate so where they don't leak out of my ear. So hopefully the next few days I'll start feeling a lot better. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as I say every day, have a blessed day.